Honestly, it doesn't even really feel like the Knicks offense has like kind of traditional like first, second, third options right now. Like at least the way they've been playing this playoff run, it really does. And they pointed this out on the broadcast last night, the Game 4 broadcast. But the load offensively is really being shared like almost as equally as you possibly could do it. Like
Yeah.
Brunson is hovering around 15 shots a game. Towns is probably around 10, if I had to say. Like it really is just kind of like the ball moves and it finds the best shot, which I'm a huge fan of. I love when teams share the ball like that, and genuinely. I can't remember a time with at least the Knicks, but even like going back, like the Knicks are on the level of like a 20 like early 2010s Spurs or like a late 2010s Warriors when it just comes to ball movement, player movement, finding the best shot every possession instead of just like traditionally what they've done, which is Brunson, being incredible but also dribbling the air out of the ball a little bit. Which
Yeah.
granted they had to do at the end of game one, but that was out of necessity. As a whole, over this 11 game winning streak, the ball movement's been really incredible. I've been
Yeah.
really impressed by it.
I mean, it's all because of Cat, right? I mean, he
It's not
after
all because of Cap, but he's a big part of it. Definitely a large
I
part of it.
think they finally like the way that they've been talking about it. It really feels like the coaching staff, along with some Knicks, finally started to kind of listen to him and let him take the ball and let him like kind of have control of the key with it. I mean, I feel like a story came out saying that he went to Mike Brown directly and said, "Hey, let me be the hub, basically. Let me pass the ball. Let me rock out in the key."
Did
Because
you say
before,
that?
apparently, I could be wrong.
Okay.
Like it could be like some misinformation, something.
No, no,
But
I'm just asking because I mean, I like the initiative based on what I'm saying. If it said
yeah,
something,
but
it's that.
he went out and he was like, let me be the hub. Let me be the guy that kind of gets everybody the ball. And it feels like because if you've been following the Knicks, you've seen Shaq trying to pressure him to be like, no, you have to score more. You got to do this. You got to do that. And if you've seen him with Mello Carter and Tracy McGrady, they saw him saying the same thing, and the same thing Cat was saying throughout both of those same interviews was like, "Nah, man, I need to share the ball. I need to get my guys in the right spot, and I need everybody to make this like a team and winning effort." So that makes
Yeah.
me think those two are hand in hand, man.
Yeah. I think like one of my bigger criticisms in the first three games of the Knicks playoffs run against the Hawks was that the Knicks really weren't getting Karl-Anthony Towns the ball enough. Like it felt like he was just kind of disappearing in the flow of the offense, and he wasn't getting his shots, he wasn't getting his touches. He was sharing the court a lot with Jalen Brunson, which meant like he was like a lot of the shots that should be his were going to Brunson, or Brunson was finding different people. So I think like making a conscious effort, which clearly the team did, to center him in the offense, especially in that like Philadelphia series. I feel like that was when it was at its peak. Really making sure like he is getting the ball every possession, he's getting his touches, even if it is just a play make, like just keeping him involved and using his skill set, a skill set that we didn't really know he had. So I
Yep.
thought that was like really on display against like in the games against Atlanta that they did win and in the Philly series. Honestly though, in the Cavs series, I think the Knicks went away from it a little bit. Like I don't remember too many. I didn't watch like every possession of the series, but I don't remember too many like traditional post touches for Towns like he was getting against Embiid or like a Kongwu. It did feel like more he was like after doing that for a couple series, Towns was able to now find himself in the offense even more naturally. Like he didn't even need the ball in his hands as much to like find his 3 point shot, get down low, crash the offensive glass. He crashed the offensive glass brilliantly in this series as well. So it
Yeah.
was almost like getting running that kind of Towns centric offense got him settled in and got him locked in. And then in the conference finals, he was able to just kind of be a part of this super flowy cuts and screens and off ball movement offense, which was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and just a quick thing before Earl gets steps in and says his thing. It's I saw something during game one that I don't know if everybody else picked up on. It was that whenever Carl was at the key, Evan Mobley like step right up and get right in his grill. I mean every single time. And it's just a shout out to Evan Mobley to his testament of his game. So it's kind of just like
Yeah.
I felt like in game one, Cat was more stopped to the point where we turned into a new direction where,
Yeah.
yeah, there's more of this moving, flowing offense, but it's not through Cat at the key.
Yeah, it's different when you got defensive player of the year Evan Mobley on you versus like
Yeah,
Joel Embiid on one knee and 6'9" and Yeka Kongwu. It's a little different.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I
I'll be
mean,
honest though, like I did not get to watch games one or two of this series. I was
Wow.
on vacation. I was away, but I
Wow,
was.
the
I
two
was
best,
scoreboard.
well, one of the two best games. No, it's fine.
I was. Well, one definitely. I was kind of scoreboard watching a little bit during one, and when it was like it was kind of close-ish throughout the whole first half. From what I remember, it was kind of like Cavs had the lead, but not by much. I kind of kept expecting the Knicks to come back, but when I heard they were down by, I think I checked it, they were down by 10 with 3.5 minutes to go, and I thought, oh, this game's over. I didn't know they'd been down 22 with 7.5 minutes to go. It would have changed things.
Yeah.
So you can imagine my surprise when I see 101-99 with 30 seconds left. Then scoreboard updates, it does a little thing. Now it's 101 overtime. I was losing my gosh darn mind.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking a lot about Karl Anthony Towns and the others, man. I want to put some respect on Jalen Brunson's name, right? I think Jalen Brunson, not only is he having a historic season as an NBA player, but a Knick in general. Like, if you guys look at the stats, Jalen Brunson is a leader in fourth quarter points in the playoffs, right? He's averaging 9 points per game in the fourth quarter. On top of that,
And he hasn't even
he's
played in a lot
shooting.
of fourth quarters either.
Yeah, and he's shooting 60% from the field. 60% almost from three, 58% from three in the fourth quarter. And we talk about game one, that was the greatest comeback I've ever seen watching basketball. Jalen Brunson literally just, like you said, consistently throughout the playoffs, I've seen them change up the style, get everybody involved, move the ball around a lot more recently. And I think it's been really key to the success of the Knicks in the playoffs. But when it comes down to winning games, I don't know if there's a better closer in basketball right now than Jalen Brunson. Like, down 22 with 7 minutes left, possession by possession, attack. Okay, you attack. You got some type of confidence, right? He does it once. Go back down, get a stop. Okay, he's running another ISO, step back, mid-range, bang. Does it again. Go back and get another stop. Then I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is like unbelievable, man. I'm watching it with my dad a little bit. I'm like, okay, he did it a couple times. Let's see what happens.
At least.
And then again, he does it again. It's like Jalen Brunson knocks it down again. And then when the crowds get into it, you hear the crowd a little bit, then you hear the announcers going crazy. Then at some point when you get to like possession 6 and Cleveland's just shaking, you can see James Harden shaking. Donovan Mitchell's going to the corner, not going to get the ball anymore at this point. We got Evan Mobley chucking up threes. And then I see Jalen Brunson like just in rhythm, step back, boom, 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 three, bang. Like, when you have that type of player, bro, who is not scared of the moment, we talk about playoff risers and playoff fallers. Jalen Brunson, to me, I'm giving him his respect. I had questions about him going into playoffs. Can he be a guy that can help lead this team to a championship run? And I will say this, like, I know I call myself Earl Knows Ball. The best thing about knowing ball is to understand when you were incorrect and being proven wrong. And Jalen Brunson definitely has proven my case about him being that type of, my biggest thing, y'all hear me talk about all the time, the word leader. I don't throw that word around lightly. I had arguments and conversations about that with Omar. Didn't believe Jalen Brunson was a great leader early on in his career. But the thing about leadership is it's grown, it's not given. And I think as he's been on this team year by year, he's grown as a leader. So when I seen him do that, lead his team past that win in game one, I knew at that point, I'm going to pull LeBron. I knew the series was over at that point. Like, there's no coming. Do y'all realize that's the hardest thing you can do? Come back down 27 in the fourth quarter. What more could you have to overcome in a series than that? Like, once you have that down at a fundamental level, there's not a lot of more challenges I can face that make me scared. And I think that's what the Knicks took it. They rolled with it. They didn't play any games, and they got them out in 4.
Yeah, if the Cavs hold on to win that game, which again they almost did, Sam Merrill 3 at the end just goes in.
Yeah,
it's a total. I firmly believe
for sure. Agreed.
I think it's at least the 6-game series, but you can tell that loss took the wind out of the Cavs' sails. I mean, especially considering the fact that again they've been playing every other day for the last month basically, and the Knicks had an insane rest advantage. I do think that we saw kind of both sides of the rest versus rust coin in that game. Like, the Knicks looked rusty from what I understand in the first half of that game, but they also had the legs, they had the rest to make to that fourth quarter comeback. Like, right around that 40-minute mark, you could tell the Cavs just kind of, they started to show, some of that fatigue, some of those, just small little injuries that build up over, playing back-to-back 7-game series.
Yeah.
But again, if they hold on and win that game, it's totally different. I do think, once the Knicks came back and won that game, I'm not going to say it was over. Obviously, it wasn't over, but I think that took the wind out of their sails. Like, there's only so
For sure.
much